The Israeli-Palestinian conflict has been a long-standing and deeply entrenched dispute, with its roots dating back to the late 19th century. The conflict has seen several violent escalations over the years, and one of the most recent and notable ones occurred in mention. The date. This article aims to provide a comprehensive analysis of the events leading up to the Israeli attack on Palestine, the consequences, and the broader implications for the region and international community. Historical background. Understanding the Israeli-Palestinian conflict requires a grasp of its complex historical background. The conflict revolves around competing national aspirations, territorial disputes, and religious significance. Key historical milestones include the Balfour Declaration in 1917, the British Mandate for Palestine, and the subsequent United Nations Partition Plan in 1947. These events set the stage for a deeply divided land. The recent escalation. The recent escalation of the Israeli-Palestinian conflict was triggered by the specific incident or series of events, which resulted in a wave of violence, tensions, and confrontations. The conflict disproportionately affected civilians on both sides, further exacerbating an already dire situation in the region. Root causes. Territorial disputes. One of the core issues in the Israeli-Palestinian conflict is the question of territory. Both Israelis and Palestinians lay claim to the same land, specifically the West Bank, Gaza Strip, and East Jerusalem. The failure to reach a mutually agreeable two-state solution has exacerbated this issue. Security concerns. Security concerns have been a driving force behind Israeli actions. Israel argues that it has a right to defend itself against threats and attacks from Palestinian groups, citing a history of suicide bombings and rocket attacks. Settlements. The construction of Israeli settlements in the West Bank has been a major point of contention. Palestinians view these settlements as a violation of international law, while Israel considers them a strategic necessity. Refugee crisis. The displacement of Palestinian refugees in 1948 and 1967 remains a key issue. Palestinians continue to demand the right of return for refugees, which Israel opposes due to demographic concerns. Religious significance. Jerusalem holds immense religious significance for both Jews and Muslims, with the Al-Aqsa Mosque and the Western Wall being focal points. Religious tensions have often played a role in sparking violence. International reactions. The Israeli-Palestinian conflict is not just a regional issue. It holds global significance. The international community has been closely watching the recent escalation, with many world leaders expressing concerns and calling for a ceasefire. The United Nations, the European Union, the United States, and other nations have been involved in diplomatic efforts to find a peaceful resolution.